The first time Aeon saw Maya, she was sitting under the big oak tree near the university library, lost in her sketchbook. Her hair flowed with the evening breeze, sunlight playing over her face like it had found its favorite place to rest. Aeon stopped walking. He didn't know why. Maybe it was curiosity, maybe destiny, but something about her silence pulled him in. Aeon was the kind of guy who made everyone laugh. The campus knew him for his confidence, his football skills, and his easy charm. But that day, for the first time, he felt words slipping away. He stood there for a moment, just watching her draw, and then smiled to himself. "All right, Aeon," he whispered. "Let's find a reason to talk to her." The next day, he found his reason. Maya was in the art department, and Aeon, accidentally, passed by. She looked up briefly and gave him a polite nod, the kind that said, "I see you, but I don't know you." "Hey," he said casually, "you're in Professor Rihan's art class, right?" Maya nodded again, this time with a small smile. "Yeah, you're not in this class." "Not yet," he grinned, "but I might join if it helps me learn how to draw people who make time stop." Maya rolled her eyes but couldn't hide the smile tugging at her lips. "Smooth," she said, packing her sketchbook. That was their beginning, light, teasing, and unplanned. Over the next few weeks, Aeon found excuses to see her: study breaks at the campus cafe, group hangouts after classes, even volunteering for the same event committee. Maya wasn't used to someone so open, so persistent. She was shy, thoughtful, and more comfortable expressing herself through art than words. But Aeon never gave up. One evening, when the sky was turning orange, he found her again under the oak tree. "You always sit here," he said, sitting down beside her. "It's quiet here," Maya replied softly. "Or maybe," he said, smiling, "it's special because you're here." Maya looked at him then, really looked. For the first time, she saw past his jokes and his easy grin. There was warmth in his eyes, and something honest in the way he spoke. That day, their friendship began to change. They started spending more time together. Coffee after class turned into late-night study sessions. Inside jokes turned into real conversations. Maya started opening up, about her dreams of becoming an illustrator, about losing her mother when she was 10, about how art was her way of remembering love. Aeon listened, really listened, and every story she told made him fall deeper. One night, sitting on the rooftop of the hostel, Maya said quietly, "Do you ever wonder why people meet?" Aeon looked up at the stars. "Yeah," he said, "maybe because some people are meant to make us believe in something again." She turned toward him, eyes reflecting starlight. "And what do you believe in, Aeon?" "You," he said simply. For a moment, silence wrapped around them, soft and electric. Then Maya smiled, the kind of smile that changes everything. But love, even the purest kind, doesn't stay simple forever. A few weeks later, Maya got an offer, an art internship in Italy. It was her dream, but it also meant leaving everything behind, including him. When she told Aeon, his smile faltered for the first time. "Italy," he repeated. "Yeah," she said, nervous. "It's just for 6 months." He tried to sound okay. "That's amazing, Maya, you deserve it," but inside, he felt like someone had pressed pause on his world. That night, he walked back to the oak tree, their spot, and sat alone. He looked at the carvings they'd made on the trunk, M+A = something beautiful. He didn't want to lose her, but he also didn't want to hold her back. So when Maya left, he hugged her tightly at the airport and whispered, "Go chase your dreams, Maya. I'll be right here when you come back." Tears rolled down her cheeks. "You promise?" "I promise." The 6 months were long. They texted every day at first, long messages, video calls, shared drawings, and jokes. But time zones and distance began to stretch their connection. Sometimes she'd reply late, sometimes he'd fall asleep waiting. Still, neither gave up. One night, she sent him a picture, her sketchbook open with a drawing of the oak tree. Under it, she'd written, "Home is not a place. It's a person." Aeon smiled, his chest tight. He replied, "Then come home soon." 6 months later, when Maya finally returned, Aeon was waiting at the airport. She looked different, more confident, glowing, but her eyes were the same. She spotted him across the crowd, and for a moment, time slowed again, just like the first day he saw her. They ran to each other, no words needed. When they finally hugged, Everything made sense, the distance, the waiting, the faith. I missed you, she whispered. Yeah, he said softly, but I knew you'd come back. She pulled back, smiling through tears. You kept your promise. He grinned. I always do. Months later, on graduation day, they sat again under the oak tree. The sun was setting, just like the first day they met. Maya rested her head on his shoulder. Do you think love always feels like this? She asked. Aeon smiled. If it's real, yeah. It feels like coming home. She looked up at him. And if it's not, he took her hand and said, then it teaches us how to wait for what is. Maya laughed softly. You sound like a poet now. Only because I met one, he said. They sat there quietly, the world fading around them, two souls who had collided by chance and stayed by choice. As the sky turned gold and the wind whispered through the leaves, Aeon whispered. I think this tree is lucky. Why? Maya asked. Because it got to see our whole story. And when Maya smiled at him, the same smile that had stopped his world once, Aeon realized something simple, something eternal.